CQ, CQDX, CQ, CQDX, United Delta X-Ray 483, South Carolina. UDX 483, South Carolina. We will QSY to 27370, 27.370 for possible contact. We go. CQ, CQDX, CQ, CQDX, United Delta X-Ray 483, South Carolina. UDX 483, South Carolina, standing by.
483, 1910, Northern South. UDX 483, I think someone's UDX 483.
I heard a 1910, 483, South Carolina. I hear someone else also coming back, if you can stand by for a moment. 1910, 483, South Carolina, standing by.
Yeah, 483, 1910, standing by. Go ahead, leave me the key, so I'll be on the side.
Well, actually, I was asking the other one to stand by for you, 1910.
Oh, okay, I didn't quite copy. You got a good copy on me?
Oh, yes, sir, I've got you. Let me get my glasses back on here. I'm thinking I got you about 7 and 10. Come on back one more time.
Okay, alright. Hey, that's not too bad. I'm on my little mobile right now, QSL.
Roger, you're doing a fine trip. Yeah, I got you 7 and 9. 7 and 9 is holding 7 pretty good and swinging a 9 every now and then.
Okay, yeah, you're doing about the same on this end. So what you talking on?
I'm talking on a week-old Anytone Quad 5 Plus, Roger.
Roger, I'm on the Anytone Quad 6 QSL.
QSL, it seems like I'm talking to a lot of Quad 6s here lately. 1910, what's your QTH?
Yeah, Northern California, about 120 miles north of San Francisco, QSL.
QSL, yeah, you're sounding real good. As a matter of fact, I could probably get you in there a little bit better. Get a dead due west there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do anything on my end. I'm on a Silicon 99, and I'm on the Anytone, and that's it. That's all I got. That Silicon. So you're gonna have to do the adjustment, brother.
Oh, you're sounding beautiful without a doubt. It sounds perfect.
Oh, good. Yeah, you came in a lot louder too. So, what are you on a beam?
Roger, I'm working on a Serio SY 27 4-element beam, QSO.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm on the Serio. No, I'm not. No, I'm sorry. I'm on my 99 right now. I have a Serio P58 that I use on private stations, but I have the Anytone tied into a Silicon 99 on a Swiss box with a ground plane kit, Roger.
Roger on that. Well, it's doing a real good job without a doubt. No doubt about that.
Yeah, okay, so what other station you have out there? Are they a local or are they, what's going on there? You want to get back with them?
Yeah, we can give that a try, but while I got you, operator on this end is Steve, Sierra Tango Echo Victor Echo. We're about 30 miles off the coast of South Carolina, just off the sandy beaches of the USA, just outside of Charleston, South Carolina. And I have a YouTube channel. It's UDX-483, United Delta X-Ray-483. If you got nothing better to do, go out there and check that out. I'll put this up later on next week if you don't mind. If you don't want me to, I won't put you out there, but as long as you're okay with it, I will. QSL?
QSL, yeah. That's fine. Yeah, United Delta X-Ray-483. Is that forward slash or a dash? Is it like a dash or a forward slash?
Just a dash,
Now, is that a YouTube channel?
Roger, that is a YouTube channel. UDX-483 is actually UDX-483 Mud Bucket, but the UDX-483 will get you to it.
Okay, that's all I need to know is a say that again.
UDX, United Delta X-Ray 4-483.
Yeah, I wanted to put an E in there, I don't know why. I wanted to put an E, so I got United Delta X-Ray -483. I got it, brother.
Yeah, that X, the whole E thing there, yeah, I get it.
I guess that's what I don't know, that's what I was trying to do. So, and you Steve, okay, Steve, cool. We got Mike on this end, Steve.
Roger, Michael. Well, how about that QSK? You're still out there? Well, I guess they didn't hear me in the beginning, or they got tired of waiting. But anyway, hey, it happens. Yeah, it does. I'm gonna tune you in while I got you now. I'm gonna set my RF gauge here while I got you. Yeah, these little anytones are nice. Yeah, I'm really liking this one. Like I said, I've got the Quad 5 Plus. I don't have any what do they call it? The Top Gun technology or anything like that. I got the basic $246 radio, and man, I got the bang for the buck for sure.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I like mine. You know, after I got mine, I called the gentleman back and said, hey, I want another one. Boy, he was almost out of them. He said he bought 15 of them. And by the time I got mine and played with it a little bit, and then I got back with him, he was down to 5, and he told me one more. So he said he was going to keep the other 4 for himself, just kind of have them for friends. I said, cool. So he let me have another one, so I went ahead and grabbed it while I could.
Yeah, I can definitely see why. Yeah, I can see these going a long way. You know, this particular one that I got started out, I'm thinking close to about 10 years ago. I think the first one they called an Alpha 10, and several companies have marketed this thing, and Anytone picked it up, and I think they made a few modifications, a little bit of upgrade in the circuitry now, you know, with the newer technology, but as far as it goes, you know, the overall platform really hasn't changed very much, and I like it, I really do. Yeah, no, I agree with you, and I noticed too, you know, I've talked on this quite a bit, I've got other radios that I like this one, and I noticed since I've been talking like this for several years, I noticed a lot of people are buying them, and I don't blame them, because when I heard it from the technician, I got it from in Florida, and I said, yeah, well, send me one, go ahead and send me one, and he sent it to me, and then after I got it and used it a while, I said, well, I think I want another one, so that's how mine went, and then I hear other people talking, and I hear more and more people, you know, with these Anytones, a lot, you know, but they are, you know, they're not a real expensive radio, but they got a lot of features in them, and they're quality, you know, they're a quality radio, although they're not really expensive, they're built for quality, so that's why people get them, I think. Yeah, Roger, and I heard it again tonight, this thing, it sounds like, and you know, it's marketed as a ham radio. It says right on the front of it 10 meter, but conversion on this one, you know, most of them it's pretty simple. You go in and you pull the little jumper and you move it from the first one in the middle one to the middle one in the last one. This one's even simpler than that. You hold down 2 buttons on the front, you turn on the power, and it comes up, and it says 1 band, and you flip the channel selector to 2 bands and turn it off and turn it back on, and it's there. I mean, that's too hard, man.
into Quad 6.
Well, there's a big difference between this one and yours. This one, you familiar with Galaxy radios? As far as the overall appearance of this one, the layout of the knobs and buttons and all that, looks like a Galaxy DX88 with no chrome. It's a backlit black face. It's got blue lettering, but it's got a huge frequency display in the middle of it.
Oh yeah, I actually have a Galaxy DX88 HL. It's one of my favorite radios, and boy, I'll tell you, that's a talker. And I've got that one sitting with my N6. You know, the Galaxy 88 looks exactly like the Longhorn N6.
Roger. I had a North Star DX880. It was identical radio. It even had the 5 Galaxy stars underneath North Star, and I got that radio from a gentleman. He had 2 of them. He said the one that I got had been converted for use on 11 meter, but then when I got it over to my buddy, I was having like a solder joint issue or something. Never really talked on the radio at all, but I took it to my buddy and he said, well, I can't find anything wrong with it, but you say this has been converted, and it hasn't. Do you want it converted? And I said, well, yeah. So paid $35 to have it converted, and the man apparently had given me the wrong radio.
Wow, that ain't bad to have it converted too. So you're saying that the Quad 5 then, if I'm getting this right, you're saying your Quad 5 looks like my Galaxy 88 I have, but it's not chrome. You're saying that it's got my Galaxy 88 has a black face and chrome knobs, just like the N6, the Longhorn Ranger. They're the same knobs and everything, they're almost identical. So, but you're saying the Quad 5 is like the 88, but instead of chrome knobs or black knobs?
QSL, yep, black knobs. The face is black. It has a almost a teal color backlit for all of your information. To the left-hand side, going vertical, it says 10 meter radio. The frequency display is orange, then the channel readout is in green, and it's encircled in blue like the 10 meter radio is. But yeah, it looks just like the Galaxy chassis.
Excellent. Well, I like it. So, okay, now on your power on it, does it have a variable power?
Yes, it does have variable power. This thing, you can go into the menu. It's a computer-driven platform, PC platform, and you can adjust the RF via the computer, and it can also be adjusted inside the radio via the pots. So yeah, this thing has a massive amount of modifications that can be done via buttons.
Very nice, very nice. Sounds good. So what is your low dead key then on it? The lowest dead key, and what's the highest?
Well, I guess I better turn this thing back up so you can hear me. I believe, I haven't actually checked it out, but what I remember seeing in the videos and what I'm reading, I can bring it down to, I think it's on AM it's 2 watts, and 18 is what it's advertised, but this thing will actually swing close to 25 watts on AM. FM, it will, I think it's 2 and 50, but on sideband, Let's see, yeah, this thing will swing close to 52 watts on the sideband.
So is that what you just turned it up to just then, your 52 watts?
Yeah, well, I've been running the same thing the whole time. I turned it down, not even thinking about it, that you probably wouldn't be able to hear me if I turned it down.
Well, try it, I'm curious. Let me see if I can.
Well, this is down at the bottom, and yeah, I'm swinging about 4 watts right there.
I can hear you, yeah. You said you swing about 4 watts. So let me swing this one 4 watts, okay? And see if you can hear me, okay?
Well, if you were at 4 watts, then yes, I was definitely hearing you.
Okay, this is 4 watts right there.
Yeah, I got you. 2 and 4 on this end.
Okay, yeah, that's down to 4 watts. When I first talked to you, I had it wide open.
Yeah, well, that right there, I had you 4 and 6.
Okay, now this is halfway. So this is about halfway. Is that any different?
No, about the same, really. And conditions are dropping out a little bit, so I had a little bit of static wave on you. Yeah, I had a little bit of, sounded like a VFO in there for a second. I'm guessing it wasn't you, though.
No. Okay, so I had it wide open. Yeah, this one does good wide open, and it does real good. And if I run my 667 behind it, it does even better.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Now, I just turned mine up to half, and it's picking up the fan in the background. Because when I'm talking, I'm about 10, and then it'll swing up to 20, but if I quit talking, it swings back up to 20. I guess it's picking up the fan in the background.
Yeah, I can't hear it, but I can see what you're saying. Now, are you using the stock mic on it?
No, I'm using a Delta M2.
Oh, that's what I have. I have the Delta M2, but I have it wired from my 2995. It works good on my 2995, but the Ranger 610 and the Anytone 610 are different, so I can't use it on this Anytone. But what I did was I wired a Red Devil instead of my Delta M2. I wired a Red Devil to it. Do you want me to throw it on and see if there's any difference? See what you think?
Yeah, if you like. As a matter of fact, when I got this microphone, did I tell you I got this microphone? No, I haven't told you. I got this microphone actually from a Silent Key. It was left in a house that my wife's cousin bought, and this was sitting on the shelf when I went in the house. But there were 2 jumpers in there that were 6-pin to 4-pin. I was like, man, that's great. That's going to work with my RCI. And nope, it didn't. When I plugged it up, the channel started changing. So apparently I'm thinking it was actually for a unit in. And so I rewired it to where it worked with my RCI. I had 2 of them, so I took the other one, took the 6-pin off and wired it to the 4-pin of the Anytone. This Anytone it has 1 hot wire on it, so in order to use this, I had to delete number 4 from the jumper, or else it'll damage the radio.
Oh, okay. So you're saying your quad 5 is a 4-pin?
Roger, it is a 4-pin, and number 4 on it is hot. Is hot for the channel up and down on the microphone, so in order to use a regular 4-pin, you have to delete the 4th pin.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, the quad 6 is a 6-pin.
Roger. Now, do you have the Road Devil on there now?
Yeah, I switched it when you were talking. I switched it. Can you tell me the difference?
I can. I think the Anytone microphone actually sounds better.
And that's what I've heard too. And even if I crank this up, see, that's wide open there. So this is the Red Devil, and then I'll put the anytone back on it, okay?
Yeah, it actually sounded better wide open. It sounded, I guess, kind of weak. Honestly, is the way it sounded. Now, if you like, I'll grab my anytone microphone and see what you think of it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Now I'm on my stock anytone mic now.
Yeah, that sounds. It has a deeper tone to it. I guess more bass.
Good. Yeah, see, the microphones, really are made for the radios anyway. But we all of us as operators, we like to play with stuff, which is cool. And it's fun to do all that. And but I've got it mainly for backup. But I went ahead and bought, when I got that other anytone, I also bought another microphone. So if one of them goes bad on one of these radios, I'll have a backup microphone in its stock.
Alright, this is the stock microphone. How's that sound?
Better.
Really?
100%.
Wow, that's surprising. Now I also picked up a Roger beep.
Yeah, that thing doubled your voice.
Wow, that's surprising. I would have thought the Delta would have been a little different.
So I know, I do that same thing too, brother, and I've had people tell me, and they're leveling with us. I don't think the operators are lying to us, and I'm not, telling you a story. I like that microphone. When I use my Delta, I've had people tell me, and then I put the stock mic on the Ranger, and it sounds better. If you use it right, it sounds better than the Delta in a way. But if you adjust your Delta and adjust the tone and the modulation according to your meter, and you back off your mic gain on the radio, that's how I've ended up using my Delta, and it sounds better now than my stock mic. But I had to play with the mic gain on the radio and the tone and the mic gain on the Delta to get it like that. Now I had to learn where that setting was. Does that make sense?
Yep, that does make sense. Yeah. As a matter of fact, this thing. Yeah, looking at the RF, this thing it drops all the way back where that one had it driving when I wasn't talking. This thing is going crazy on this end.
Yeah, that is the other mic. Now, when we were first talking, you were talking with the Delta M2?
Roger.
What was your setting? What was your tone set at? And what was your mic set at?
Wide open.
So you had the Delta wide open on the tone, and you had the Delta wide open on your modulation. Is that correct?
100%.
Yeah, it might have been too much. But I've had people tell me that, so I'm just guessing, and I'm telling you what they tell me. But I find when I run my Delta with my 2995, the guys have told me that it sounds better on 7 and 7. So my tone is set at 7, and the modulation set at 7. And then everybody says it sounds good. And then my mic gain on the radio is set at 8.
Roger. Yeah, my mic gain now, that's internal to the radio. It's in the functions in the menu there. Well, it does have, no, that's the echo. Never mind. Yeah, it's internal, but I can't set it. It's real easy to do. It's just a matter of pushing the function button, and that's the first function. So yeah, but that's exactly what I was looking to hear, and on some of my videos, if you ever watch that, you'll hear me say that I'll run it here until somebody tells me different, and you've told me different.
Yeah, I'm just telling you what I hear, but see, that we're talking, Skip, and the conditions and everything, so you got to take all that into consideration. But to tell you the truth, I'll put the other Delta back on it for a minute, if you would. And now I know what your voice sounds like through that microphone. Let me see what you sound like on the Delta.
Roger, give me one moment. Alright, now I did drop that back to 8 and 8 right there. Yeah, see, it's still it's still holding up on the holding the power up when I quit talking on this end.
Okay, now that does sound just as good. That sounds just as good as the other mic. Now, what is your tone and your modulation set at right now?
I dropped it back to 8.
Both of them?
Roger.
Hey, now run your modulation up all the way again like you had it before.
That's maxed out right there.
Okay, run it back to 8.
That's back at 8.
Okay, I personally on this end, I couldn't tell a lot of difference. Now I've had people tell me they could, but you know, like we're talking though, it could be the conditions and it could be the distance. There's a lot to it. But I like the other, your stock mic sounds just as good as that Delta. You know, to me, the Delta's a nice mic. I've got one. You know, and I'm looking at it right now, and I like it. But there's times I don't use it, and there's times that my other mic, people say sounds better. So that's how I do it. You know, and another mic I'll tell you might be interested in that a friend of mine talked me into getting is the Echo Talkback. It's a Galaxy. The Echo Talkback Roger Beep. Have you seen that one?
I have seen the Galaxy Echoes. I'm not sure if I've seen the Echo Talkback. Is that a hand mic or a desk mic?
It's a desk mic.
Yes, I have seen the Galaxy Echoes. I have seen those.
Yeah, this is the desk mic, and it's a Galaxy Echo Talkback Roger Beep. It says on it. And I have a good report with it. You know, people tell me that sounds good. And sometimes it sounds good if it's a condenser mic. So sometimes if you're right up on it, it sounds better. It depends on the conditions. But now when you're just talking with me on your Delta M2, well, how far away from the mic are you?
Oh, my mouth's probably close to a foot.
Oh man, okay, get up to about 2 inches.
Oh, how about right about there?
Okay, talk to me again.
Oh, how about Delta Romeo microphone 2?
Yeah, that sounds good there too. But yeah, I could tell you were a foot away when you moved it up. Now go a foot away again. Go back to where you were. I want to see something.
Roger, I'm about a foot away right now.
Yeah, I can tell a lot of difference. So for Skip, I think, bro, when we're talking Skip, you know, local probably is different. And when the conditions are better, you probably would be different too. But for us, right now, I can you doubled the volume doubled when you got up real close to it for me.
Yeah, Roger, yeah, I don't doubt that at all. Don't doubt that one bit at all. But I tell you right now, talking to you, with the exception of a few times, it'll back down just a little bit, but for the most part, it sounds like we're talking local.
Yeah, see, and we got conditions we're dealing with. So if you're local, you know,